We are getting a lot of question about 221G. Guess like the policy is now getting implemented and people are receiving it. There's a one common question.
They're hoping as soon as you submit your handles, the officer is going to do a few checks on the back end.
Visa officer took the passport and handed them white slip, which is 221G.
Just do what you're told, submit those social media handles. If you don't hear back in a week, you might want to ping them with a follow-up.
Yvette, we are getting a lot of question about 221G. Guess like the policy is now getting implemented and people are receiving it. There's a one common question, but before we get to that, let's do a quick intro of who you are and people who may not have watched our videos.
Hey everyone, my name is Yvette Bunsell. I'm a former U.S. consular officer. I worked for the U.S. government for 11 years, and now I have a company called Udeti Visa. We do visa interview preparation, and we answer questions on consular processing. So visit us on udetivisa.com if you want to check out our blogs or learn more.
Nice. Okay. So obviously, you have issued 221G, but maybe not for social media. So in this case, people are getting this 221G, and this is specific to a subscriber who sent me this email. And he said, like, many of them are getting the same thing. People who have booked an appointment before this social media was even a thing, they now got to the appointment, they answered everything, they are confident that they did everything right. Visa officer took the passport and handed them white slip, which is 221G. Hopefully, I'll have the photo, so I'll put it over here. And then said, hey, you need to send your social media handles within 24 hours. And the students are emailing back with the information plus their I-20 and the confirmation page. Then they are basically saying that, hey, your case is now in admin processing. So the question is, do they need to submit another DS-160 with the new social media fields, or do they have to do anything else?
Okay, let me rephrase. So student goes to their interview, they're getting a 221G, they submitted their passport. What does that mean? That means that the consular officer is intending on issuing the visa. They ask them to submit the handles via email. So that means that it's probably an email collective box. Local staff people will send them the handles for their particular cases. It sounds like they're keeping the passports, which means that they want to do a quick issuance. So usually if you don't submit the passport, the officer will then send out for you to submit your passport. But in this case, they're hoping as soon as you submit your handles, the officer is going to do a few checks on the back end, and then you will get your visa. Unless they find something derogatory, this is extremely positive, and in 99% of the cases, it means that your visa will be approved. If not, they would not have grabbed that passport. Usually officers would never grab a passport unless they intend on issuing. You do not need to fill out a DS-160. Please don't do anything unless you are directed by the officer. You get a 221G slip, read the slip, follow directions to the T. It's okay if you want to also submit your I-20, but don't go ahead and submit everything under the sun. Don't submit your finances. Don't overwhelm the officer. Just do what you're told, submit those social media handles. The I-20 is perfectly fine. Hopefully within, 5 to 7 business days, you'll get it. If they are very overwhelmed, it may be longer. And whatever that email address is, if you don't hear back in a week, you might want to ping them with a follow-up email. That's my advice here.
So again, I know for this is specific to social media, but in your time when you were issuing 221G, were you also keeping the passport or no?
Generally, we don't keep the passport because the 221G is not as quick of a check. It's usually for an H-1B or an O, and I need to check out the petition and the LCA and other things. But in this case, the officers want to do a quick issuance, and because of the volume, they probably can't do the merry-go-round. So it's generally you only grab a couple of passports for 221G a day, but now you're probably going to be grabbing 30 or 40. So times have changed.
Gotcha. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much again for answering this quick question from subscribers. And if there are any other questions, please feel free to put it in the comments. We will get on a call and answer your questions. Yvette, thank you so much. And I know people can book one-on-one calls with you or your team if they need help with visa preparation, CBP, DS-160, all kinds of visas, not just, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Also, Yudi, can we send people on this call the F1 red flags handbook if they type in F1 red flags in the
Ooh,
comments in their
yes.
email?
Yeah, we can. That is a good idea. Let's do that. And I'll put the link in the description. Use the code UDJ for discount. And Yvette, I'll see you soon. But until our next one.
Keep smiling, keep hustling.
Nice. If you are someone who just got your F1 visa approved and you're planning to come in fall 2025, please let me tell you, job market is extremely brutal. And before you come ready with your resume, LinkedIn, networking, and all of it. And if you don't know how to do it, I have built Job Hunting Accelerator program. It is an ultimate job hunting course that you need to have. And you also, not just course, you also get community, you get live sessions and all the fun stuff. And you know what? We have 2000 plus students who are getting job offers, and they said, I wish I would have joined it before coming to United States. So here is your disclaimer. Don't wait after, because you will probably end up coming to our course. Maybe you'll come after coming to United States. Instead of that, join right now so you get head start in your job hunting journey.